Sun's coming up. Look at that. Sun's coming up over there. Day's about to start. We're about to start a new day. It's Sunday. Sunday. Should be a nice relaxing day. Let's do some work. Huh? Yeah, I know. Let's finish this. Let's finish the job. I didn't film anything yesterday. Well, I made this little. This is Saturday, and it was brought to you by the letter S. Okay, so he's okay. Back in the Sesame Street days, Maggie. That would have been you'd get that. And of course, I don't know if you remember when I was hunting in my bunch of paint over there in the cupboard. I wanted to find an old can of paint just to paint. What was I painting? I was touching up this or something where I welded that on. That's right. It's like, yeah, okay. Here's some green paint. We may as well use it up. What else am I going to use this for? Of course, that can of paint, it painted all this, painted all that. But when I came to paint this, it didn't quite have enough. I got all the welds painted, but, you know, I had to go and buy another can of paint. And the missus came with me, so we better buy 3. So I've gone from a colour that I'll never use to, it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to use some more. I got one can left. I might have to do another. You know, I might paint the gates. I might just to get rid of it. You know. So I've gone and painted the posts as well. You know, we're doing a proper job here. We're not mucking around. Well, the mushrooms are back. They just popped up overnight. I wonder how they do that. How do they know? It's a bit of moisture in the air. Beautiful day. Look at that. Yeah. And I painted this as well. Bit of moisture on there, bit of dew, bit of It's a hard one to try and explain, the old relative humidity. There's a bucket full of water in your bathroom and the heat comes. Oh, I don't know. It's a hard one to explain. I've had to explain that one over the years to lots of people, and I get a lot of dumb looks. I tell you, we got this. Here's our netting that's going up today. I welded on this post yesterday. This rail. We'll call it a rail. All right, welded it on here nicely. Beautiful job. Well done, Jim Bob. And we even cut off the screws off this one where it was screwed on, and we sort of formed it around as well. Gave it a little bit of a weld on. So permanent now. We took the gate off because we're going to have to wire on the chain link netting. But first we're going to run a line along the bottom, a wire to clip to with those little clip things. Oh, what does Sarah in Tune call them? Hog ties. Yeah, I think hog tied something else, hey. But hog ties, you know. Anyway, there's little clips. We're going to clip them onto the rails, onto the wires, and I might even run a wire along here as well, just so that I'm not wiring the netting, chain link wire, cyclone wire we call it back in the old country. I don't really want the wire sort of sitting around like that. I think if I get it right, I can have the wire coming along here, and then I can hog tie it to there. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll have the wires going along here, and so that'll give us something to tie it to at the top. What are we on, Maggie? We're latching on to something? We're going to latch on? What are we getting? Is there a prize? Or just a surprise? Okay. What is it? What are you chasing? Anyway, here we go. We've done this off camera. Sorry about that. I just didn't know how interesting it was, or I don't know. I'll tell you what, it wouldn't have been fun to watch. I was doing a lot of swearing. I was trying to I built this one here. I roughly worked out my gap that I wanted here. I built that. Then I built this one here. You know, basically cut the 45, and I had a rough cut of the where it's gonna notch out there and there. And when I brought it over and I laid it in, and then I was going to measure this piece here, just to level it up, I'll just place it in, and then I was going to measure this piece here, and it didn't look right. I had to go and cut another 10 mil off that one there. Well, I had a weldable gap over there of about 5 mil and a weldable gap there of 5 mil. I should have just trusted my measurements. You know, sometimes you just gotta, you measure stuff up and it doesn't look right. Sometimes you gotta trust it, because once I cut this one to the right length and put it all in, I couldn't get it to sit right, because I'd cut an extra 10 mil out because I didn't trust my measurements. I second guessed myself. That happens a lot, you know. Sometimes you just gotta you spend a bit of time working something out, and then it made it more difficult to sort of hold in there, because it was flopping around here, and I had all manner of clamps and magnets and props up of woods and all sorts of all sorts of things, just rocks and everything, holding everything up. And of course I'd go to tack it and it would all fall apart, and anyway, it's done though. It looks good now. So yeah, it looks good. So that's I'm putting a bit of chain link mesh in here, and I've sort of measured how far down the little diamonds come, so I can sort of shorten up a few diamonds for about 1, 2, 3, maybe 3, something like that, 3 or 4. Cut 3 or 4 diamonds out of there. So I'll be stitching on a piece, you know, all the way around here, wiring it on, just like a gate sort of thing. Have a wired on piece, so that'll sit in there nicely and look like it's meant to be. Maggie, why are you eating grass? Okay, sometimes she doesn't know. Oh, I feel like I want to jump ahead to the next. Here comes the sun. Da-na-na-na. Here comes the sun. And I don't know what the words are. I feel right now. Here comes the sun. Da-na-na-na. Here comes the sun. And I say, it's alright. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Something like that. But this piece here, I want to take all these weeds out. I don't know what these weeds are, but they keep coming. And I've got a little retaining wall in there, which I want to extend over a bit. I've got a bit of a drop off in here, because this is where the tree was. There was another little thing here which I've partially filled up with rocks, but I need to clean that out. There's a drain that runs through there that I had to dig in there to expose a drain which was blocked. So it's unblocked at the moment, but yeah, it needs to be fixed, so before we can sort of do. So I'm going to have to clear some of this and some of this, because we need to bring in dirt. I'm trying to buy a little tractor. Well, I've got a little tractor lined up I can buy, I think, right, from my mate down south. Hard to buy a little four-wheel drive tractor, a little compact sort of thing, but it doesn't have a four-wheel drive. It doesn't have a front end bucket on, and hello everyone. And it doesn't have a front end bucket on, and that would be handy to come in here and dump a few loads of dirt. I've got piles of dirt over there, or gravel over there, and I could bring up some more piles of gravel and place them around. But just to get in and around here to bring up the grade and all that sort of thing, I could dig a whole lot of wheelbarrow loads, but that's hard work. I'm going to make a machine to do it. Well, I can't buy a machine, so I'm going to make a machine. So the two machines that I'm going to make, do you want to see Cheers, one. Oh, come on, have a look, have a look. Yeah, you've seen them before, but here's one of me pile. I've got another pile of gravel up there, and I've got a pile of gravel here, which I use for making concrete. But this stuff here is more. This is the stuff that I'm going to use for fill. But here, this is my idea. This little excavator bucket. It's a brand new one. It's got brand new teeth and stuff. It's just rusting away doing nothing. So I'm going to make that into a bucket that can lift and load into. I'm going to take one of these lawnmowers. No, maybe not. Maybe I've got another one that someone's pretty much given me. That's got a stuffed blade deck on it. I'm going to take a lawnmower, one that's got 2-wheel drive, like the hydrostatics have a different. They only got 1-wheel drive, but that one there's got 2-wheel drive. But I've got another one that I can get off a bloke, rear engine, so a lot of traction, similar drive system to that, with the solid axle, so it's 2-wheel drive no matter what. And I'm going to put, that's what I'm going to do. I'll show you. This, you think I'm just collecting junk, right? That's what you're thinking. This old steel wheelbarrow, this is a good galvanised tub, don't throw that out. I'm going to turn that into a trailer. So that drawbar will be down this end, and the tipping will be around about, the pivot axle thing here will be about here, so that just a little bit of weight forward, and then it'll tip around that axle, and it'll clip down somehow, a little lever, pull, okay. So I'm going to tow that behind that. But how do I load it? Well, I'm going to get the bucket that I just showed you, and I'm going to resurrect the old Shyster. The Shyster's going to get resurrected. So here we go. I mean, that's going to run again. And on the forks at the front there, I'm going to put that little, beautiful thing. Beautiful morning. Got to get the B-roll when you can, right? Alright, so that's enough of B-roll. I'm just going to have a coffee, get the show on the road, eh? Maggie? Maggie? Okay, so yeah, we're going to put that bucket on the front of the forklift, and we're going to make it a digging bucket, so we can load stuff up. I mean, people might go, well, isn't it just easier for the 25 loads of wheelbarrows that you need just to load it with a shovel? But it's not as much fun. Hey Maggie. So we're going to make a machine. This machine really only needs to work on level ground, so we'll be, okay, there's a little bit. So we'll be able to dig in here. We probably won't fall down the hill. We might have to fix the brakes. Whew, could be exciting. Okay, so we'll at least be able to dig up a bit of that, put it on wheelbarrow trailer, and we come through here, down through here, through the cutting, along through here, and we can dump along here and build this up as well, which we do need to do. But we can dump along here, and we can even, where the mower deck was, we can take that out and put a little mini grader blade along there just to help spread it out a little bit. So that's the idea. It should be a bit of fun. I don't know if you're going to stick around to watch that, but I mean, who wouldn't, Maggie? Hmm? What do you think? This is all for you. Come on. Do a bit more thinking. Tell me how you feel. How you really, really feel. Okay, I don't know want to do that song. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Ha ha ha!